Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another in our series of essential oils continuing education. I'm here with my dear friend Kim Raymer, and today we're going to be sharing with you what is new for March 2021. And I'm so excited and happy that it's March 2021. We're just moving through the winter months, and we had a lot of snow up here in Chicagoland, and it's actually cold. And so it's actually kind of melting and feeling a little bit closer to spring. So as we edge that way, so there's some fun specials, and I'm not sure if Doterra has anything else up their sleeve this month, but of course we'll keep you posted. So Kim and I met, as you probably know, through a mutual friend. We're both doTERRA wellness advocates, so we love to use and share the oils with all of you. And she lives in Park City, Utah with her husband, Bud, and their two grown sons, Chris and Max, and her daughter-in-law. And she just loves to be outside. She's an avid gardener and cyclist and mountain climber. And she does a lot as coordinating events for the USASA. So that helps young ones who are interested in skiing and snowboarding have wonderful, safe events, and also create a team environment and support them in many ways. So I love that. She's just a beautiful, well-rounded individual, and I love working with her and sharing time with her. So we've enjoyed this series so much, and we hope you enjoy it too. So Kim, how are things your way today?
Well, it's sunny here too, and thank you so much. That's such a gracious introduction. I don't deserve all of that, but this has been a joy to create these classes and share what we know with you. Jennifer and I met a number of years ago, but our relationship has grown just from what we've learned and what we're sharing with each other. And that's when we came up with the idea of like, wow, wouldn't it be great to do these classes together? Jennifer and her husband Martine and their daughter Gabriella live in the western suburbs of Chicago. And Jennifer, in addition to being a wellness advocate for doTERRA, is also a licensed massage therapist of 20 plus years. She's right. It's starting to look like spring there. And having grown up in the East, I'm a little bit jealous because we still have more snow on the way here in Utah. But we've had an amazing time doing these classes. We love to share this information with you. And today's exciting because we get to share everything about March.
Yes, so let's just get right into it. I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to do a little slideshow for everybody. As I just like pictures, and I feel like it's, here we go. So this is today, and obviously you're here if it's the Zoom ID's not here, but Lemongrass is one of the highlights for today. So these, in a quick nutshell, are the March promotions. So Cedarwood is the product of the month if you do an order monthly, a loyalty reward order of 125 points before the 15th of the month. And we both do, and whether we were building a business or just using oils, there are plenty of things to get every month because we get personal care products and not just oils. I mean, there really is a lot of wonderful things that doTERRA has introduced and natural products that we can use for ourselves and for our families. So if you have any questions about those, please let us know. Lemongrass is 15% off this month, which is really nice. And they have a couple of diffuser bundles, which is really, really nice because we can all use the new diffuser, but the one on the left, you'll see with the bigger one is actually a humidifier. So it's a big boy, but how many humidifiers have you heard of that you can actually use essential oils in? I haven't heard of any except this one. Oh, excuse me. And then of course the loose diffuser. So we're going to get into this. So lemongrass, I don't know if I move us, if that affects the whole moving our pictures. Here we go. Okay, so lemongrass being 15% off is a wonderful, basically think clean, cleansing, cleaning. They mentioned here you can diffuse it to promote a positive outlook. It is great for massage. It's actually really good to help with things that have less blood flow. So not just your muscles, but tendons and joints and things. It's really nice for that. Um, Really nice to for your skin. You could add it to a toner or your moisturizer. It also naturally repels insects, as does cedarwood. So it's funny that they put those two together. I mean, I'm not sure we're going to have any bugs yet, but good to be prepared. It's great for digestion with cooking. And then when you take it internally, it's really good to support immune health and cellular health. It's really, really good. And even a healthy liver, which our livers produce cholesterol, among other things. So it's great to support a healthy liver function. Lemongrass has a little sort of a lemony flavor, but it is known in Asian cooking, I think, especially. It's emotionally, again, a cleanser, but of energy. So it helps you let go of limiting beliefs, old toxic energy, negativity. It's really good to clear the energy of your home, but actually, it actually cleans the air as well. So energetically and physically cleans your air when you're diffusing it. Really helpful with people who have kind of hoarding tendencies or afraid to let go of things. So it just helps people have that courage to let go of what they no longer need. And as people let go of past issues and stagnant energy, you can see things with greater clarity. I mean, that's true for all of us, right? So, the companion oils for lemongrass are if you want to try to blend something or make your own diffuser blend or rollerball blend, try some of these oils. There's clary sage, sandalwood, oregano, thyme, purify, and lemon myrtle. So, that's that. And then I found this recipe on the blog for a coconut lemongrass red lentil soup. So it's on the doTERRA blog, and it's sort of extensive with the ingredients and stuff. But I mean, it is soup, so you basically, you know, throw it all into a pot and let it do its magic. But I do like coconut and lemongrass together. So this calls, for the coconut milk in there. So it's also dairy free. And I'm sure, if anybody has any food allergies, you can adjust this to your own taste or liking or whatever. So it looked like a delicious recipe. I couldn't snap the picture. I couldn't grab the picture, but anyway, it looked fabulous if anybody wanted to try this. Now, I also have this fabulous book. I don't know if you guys can see. Gifts of the Essential Oils. And it's a beautiful book that I was just introduced to. Kim and I were actually introduced to on a recent call with Marty Harger, and she had the authors of this book on. They were both from Australia, and it was amazing to hear their story and how they, I'm going to stop share just for a second, how they came up with this book, because it's really talking deep about the oils and not just the physical benefits, but they have affirmations. So, for example, the lemongrass affirmation is the way before me is clear. So, if you think of cleansing and getting rid of things emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, all that stuff, letting go, and you affirm the way before me is clear, our words are powerful and our intentions are also powerful. So, if you have a good intention, I think I love affirmations and I think they are very powerful. And so again, it just talks about um, love and light and just assisting with your life and clearing the path before you. You can use it before you say a little prayer, inhale it, diffuse it, and then just have the intention of releasing and letting go. So it just helps the process along, right? So that's that. So let me move along. Did you
That
want to?
is one of my favorites of all times to diffuse. And I diffuse a lemongrass with cypress and wild orange.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Equal drops of each.
Uh-huh. Four, four,
Okay.
four. Yeah.
So you
No,
do
it's
two of
a
each.
beautiful way to start the day. Uh-huh.
So lemongrass. I gotta write this down. Lemongrass,
Cypress
cypress. I love cypress.
and wild orange. And actually wild orange is the least important in this blend. So even a couple drops of the orange is good. But yeah, I love the blend of lemongrass and cypress. It's feel like I'm always in a spa or in a, like I'm coming to see you and getting a massage. But it really does have such a cleansing smell. And it really, I think more than just cleaning, my perception of that cleansing smell is that it's cleansing emotionally, spiritually.
Yeah, that was really in all the research I did. That was a big one. So I'm going to try that. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, lemongrass is sourced in India, and there are a lot of women who are employed through the Doterra um, co-impact sourcing that are employed because of this lemongrass. And because doTERRA cuts out, there's no middleman. They pay these people directly, the farmers and distillers. They earn a very nice wage that can support their families, and a lot of times it's changing lives. That kids are able to go to school, especially girls. I mean, remember, not all the cultures are girls or women encouraged to go to school or be active participants in earning money. So there's tons that we could talk about, but just know that but it's cool to hear the stories about women who might have been widowed or whatever, who can actually earn a nice living. So I'm going to continue sharing. Where am I? Okay, so that was the soup. And here we go, cedarwood. Now I love cedarwood, and it does honestly remind we had a hamster growing up, and so we did have cedar chips in the hamster cage, and it sort of is a fun reminder of that time of life. Who is cedarwood, but it is a beautiful. It's cedar is from a tree, so roots. And you can see here it repels insects. So the two of them are great natural insect repellents. Think about that as we move into the warmer weather. You can, of course, cedar is known to keep moths and other critters at bay. So you could just use it on a cotton ball, but it smells, the mothballs are terrible. So if you don't have a cedar chest, you can put cedar wood on cotton balls and have the same effect instead of buying those nasty chemical mothballs. It is known for a rich hue and warm, woody scent. It's really nice. And you can add it to your moisturizer for skin. I mean, both of these are so great for skin. It's no mistake they put them together. And it's great to diffuse, and it creates a really relaxing, grounding environment. Now, the emotional benefits of cedarwood, it's the oil of community, also simplicity. So it brings people together. It shows people that they're not alone, and life is a shared experience. We know we're all one, we're all connected. So you can't just try to live your life all by yourself and be super independent, because our actions, good or bad, affect other people around us, and that trickles out, and it really has a huge effect. So if we do something good, that's great, but if we're hurting someone, it hurts, even if it's you know it could be any number of things. But so people who need cedarwood tend to be really self-reliant, strong-willed, and they don't allow themselves to be supported by friends, family, or community. So they really, really need that. We all need. I mean, I know after I had my daughter, it's like that phrase, it takes a village to raise a family, is so true. And it's so nice when you have other people step in and help you. I mean, regardless of kids, if you're in a time of need, allow someone to give to you, because it's a joy. So cedarwood shows people that you can both give, that you need to give and receive to experience the true joy of relationships. And this is something, I've always had an easy time giving, but I've had a harder time receiving. And I've learned over the years that receiving is so important, because it allows others the joy to give as well. And it all has to go around. Otherwise, it's a one-way street, and that's not what we want, right? So companion oils for cedarwood are marjoram, birch, and magnolia. However, I want to share in this book, there is a blend called Back to Basics, and it's cedarwood, lemongrass, and pink pepper. And I think you could use it to diffuse or to even make a roller bottle. And it says, when you need to reset and realign your direction in life, cedarwood gets you back to your basics. Lemongrass acts like an energetic sword, slicing away the unwanted and undesirable. Add pink pepper, and that brings clarity of your heart. It will help you remember what truly makes your heart sing. Diffuse this blend during times of meditation or contemplation. And so if you want to know what they all smell like together, Kim's got she's got
Yeah.
it going. You can put the bottles together, just take the caps off and kind of whisk them under your nose, and you'll get a little whiff of all of them.
Wow.
That's interesting. You get that little
Really
spice from the pink
interesting.
pepper.
Oh boy. I did
That's
this
nice.
cedarwood
I
and
gotta try.
lemongrass first, and that's a beautiful combo. And then you add that pink pepper, and yeah, it's like a slice of a little bit of tart. Oh, that
It's
pink pepper.
nice.
Yeah.
It's still pretty earthy though, because think of all those things are, nothing's flowery in there. So the lemongrass is kind of that citrus earthy, cedarwood's very grounding and earthy, and the pink pepper is spicy, but still sort of, earthy. So it's really nice blend. So the affirmation that in this book for cedarwood is, I am at home with my tribe. So, just like we're trying to create a tribe here, we all have kind of a tribe for different things in our life, but I love having our tribe. I love being part of a tribe. So that's huge and important to me. So I think I need to get out my cedarwood more. I know it's it's just a really great oil. So here's a shaving cream recipe for you guys. Now, they mentioned sandalwood, but you can absolutely substitute cedarwood for this. They do smell a little bit different, but not crazy different. And it's nice for the guys, but I mean, we've got to shave too, right? So it can be nice for anyone. Just to mix them up with a hand mixer, put it in a little mason jar, and you can have some for everybody in the family who needs shaving cream. So it's really nice and cleansing, great for the skin. So anyway, so here we are. Now the diffuser deals this month. This is the Lelouch diffuser, and Kim can even talk to you about hers because she loves this diffuser. But they've
I
also
do love this diffuser. It is elegant. It is so stable, and it's glass, and it's heavy. It's not as if, oh, it's going to tip over and break. It is really just so simply elegant. And I love the ability to have a light and then a more forceful diffusing. So you can turn it on for 1, 2, and 4 hours, and then lights.
well, this even says up to 8, but I think that's when it turns on and off. I don't often like to do that on mine.
Yeah, no, I do that.
But anyway, it is nice to have the light options for sure. And remember, when you're diffusing oils, now this comes with peppermint and wild orange, which are great separately, but even together. That was the first blend that I ever smelled at a class that I went to that Marty taught in somebody's house. And she put peppermint and orange in the diffuser, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's like amazing. And I would have never thought to put them together, and they just smell amazing, but they're not toxic. They're not fake. They're not synthetic. They are going to smell delicious in your house. So, and so you save $15 with this combo. So it's wholesale $59. And like you can see, it covers a room of about 330 square feet. But I mean, I think maybe even more. It just depends, kind of where you put it, how the airflow is, and how your house is. So, I looks like an awesome option. I don't have that one yet. Now, this is the humidifying diffuser, and this comes with Breathe and On Guard, which are both wonderful and helpful, especially at nighttime, right? So this is great, especially in the winter when it's a little drier. This holds almost 1.8 liters, which is a lot of water. And I believe you still use tap water in here and in the others. We always use tap water because there's something about the minerals in the water that helps with proper function of these diffusers. So you can do high mist up to 7 hours, medium mist up to 12 hours, and low mist up to 22 hours. So, I mean, definitely all night long. And it's definitely going to help everyone with easier breathing, and it's going to support their immune system if you're using these oils. And for both full 15 ml oils and the humidifying diffuser, it's $88. So that is a super deal. And these are limited time offers, and you're saving $22, which I believe the Breathe is about that, isn't it, Kim? I think so. So anyway, but normally, you just get the humidifying diffuser, which I think is still a great deal for the quality that this is. Doterra, when they release anything like a diffuser or this humidifier, like they have vetted it, they have checked, they've done tests, they have surveys. It is not it's not like, oh yeah, this looks nice. If they put their name on it, you know that it's going to be a good thing. So then, Kim, you're muted, honey.
The two of these diffusers have been out of stock, like the Laluz.
Yeah.
You have not been able to buy it since convention. It was gone. And the humidifier has been so popular, it's gone in and out of stock. So I encourage you, if you're looking for a new diffuser, if you've never thought about using a humidifier that has this range with the oils, I recommend both of these.
Yeah, I know. I had mine and it was discounted at convention too. And I kept changing my mind and I had it in my cart and then something happened. I don't know. So I have to get one. But we wanted to share with you, of course, the joy of sharing oils because, I believe that life is a journey and it's all about really finding the joy in the journey. It's not about the end when you get there. It's about every single day, what we're learning, what we're experiencing, the highs, the lows, everything. We all have the same human experience. We all have different things and different challenges, of course, but you need to find what lights you up. And this absolutely lights us up. And we love sharing oils. Now, there's many ways to do it. And we want you to know that we are here to help you. And we would not just say, okay, great, you want to share? Here's some information on paper and go for it. No, we can help you host a class. We can teach a class. You can even just, if you want to just host a class, we have hostess gifts and stuff too. But basically, there's three types of people who live the wellness lifestyle, which is pretty much all of us who buy the oils. You can share them because you're so excited of the results that you're getting and then get your products paid for. And then if you wanted to take that a step further, once you've been sharing for a little while, you can actually build a bigger business. So it's really a step-by-step thing. And you do what's most comfortable for you and your family. So why Doterra and why now? Well, as we know, things are not anywhere near what they've ever been. Things are changing daily, it seems. And the need for alternative income has never been greater. We don't know we've never known what the future would hold, but I think this is a time of people being super creative. And I think that's awesome. Sometimes that's just what is warranted is we need to be creative in certain situations. Our economy is a little sketchy, so doTERRA is doing really well because people are thinking about their health and well-being, that of their family. They can take care of a lot of things in the safety of their home. Of course, there's still doctors available. We're not ever suggesting that you don't go to a doctor, but sometimes there's a lot of little things at home that you can handle on your own quite well. And the more the better you could do. Information, knowledge is power. So I think that's pretty evident for most of us. So there are some questions. How do I make money? How much time is involved? Could this work for me? What do I do next? And really, it's very simple steps. You sample, teach, enroll, and support. And again, we are here to help you. And it just depends, whatever time you put into this, you could make, a little money or you can make a great deal of money. But it's like anything, how much time and effort you put into it is going to be reflected in how much money you earn. But again, there's a huge support structure, and especially with our teams and even above us with Jim and Marty. And, we are blessed to be in a very positive team environment. There is no judgment. There is no, bottom line. It's just, we're all volunteers basically. So it's like, however you want your business to be is how it is. And they're here to support us in whatever way that looks like. So you could spend 3 to 5 hours a week to get some oils for free, 5 to 15 to kind of supplement your income. You could do, your regular job and maybe do a little oils on the side, moonlighting, or to replace your income, definitely 15, 30, 40 hours. But that's like that's a full-time job then, right? So if you're passionate about oils and you love people, you can follow a simple system. This could be for you. So if you don't have a wholesale account, let us know. If you do, obviously, you just want to make sure you have an LRP, a loyalty reward order in place of at least 100 points, but really 125. So you get your free oil of the month, Cedarwood this month. And it's a really easy way to up your collection and even have samples to share. But reach out. There's tons of resources, even besides us. There's things you can learn online. And there are samples and things available from doTERRA in your back office that you can get very inexpensively. And really, empowering people is the only way to make permanent, effective change. So, and that's from Dave Sterling. So, that is kind of it in a nutshell. There's also actually the Petal Diffuser. I forgot to put this. They've had this for a little while. The Petal Diffuser has been coming with peppermint and wild orange, a small, no, lavender and wild orange, but the 5 mils. So there's also that if you're looking for yet another diffuser. So I think that's nice. I've been pairing some oils, so you at least have a little something to get started. But there's tons of options. Kim, would you like to add anything?
No, I mean, doTERRA has done the research on how to make a diffuser right. There are lots of diffusers you can buy, and you can buy very inexpensive ones, and they're fine. They just don't last as long. And none of the diffusers that doTERRA offer require you to use special distilled water, et cetera. As Jennifer said, there are minerals in our water that are good to have in this process, but it can definitely change the whole attitude in a room. It can change the emotion. It can bring everyone into a really positive energy. So diffusing is one of the most effective ways to share the oils with others without them even realizing what's going on. So,
Absolutely. I mean, and sometimes I've heard time and again from others who in my community who use the oils and maybe new to the oils, and they'll say, well, for my husband wasn't really into this, but then I kept diffusing in the kitchen. It's like, well, where's that? Where's the diffuser? What do you smell today? What's going on today? What scent are we doing? And so, it's just a natural thing because they smell so good and pure. There's nothing that gives you a headache because there's nothing artificial or toxic in it. And this is what we need to embrace because, then we can even have a whole conversation about reducing our toxic load and the importance of that for our health and being proactive with our health and that of our family. So, I'm sure that's going to be another class. We've done a class on that, but we could probably repeat that this year. So anyway, please reach out to us with any questions.
blend.
What's that?
This is a new blend for me this week.
Yeah, I'm
Instead of
going to throw this in.
pink pepper, I'm gonna fire that up.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I was like, oh, that's so awesome. It's so convenient, but it
Yeah.
is really nice and earthy. And sometimes you guys, you don't really know how something's going to smell because the oils open up and bloom when you put them in the diffuser. So they smell kind of strong out of the bottle because, remember, they're highly, highly concentrated. So when you put them in the diffuser, they really lighten up. And there's been a lot of things that I love in the diffuser that I might not like right out of the bottle. So give it a chance, just maybe use 1 drop of each in a tiny bit of water to start and see if you like it. Give it a little, give it a go and see if you like it. So thank you for joining us. If you're here live, if you're listening to the recording, we love you. We thank you for being with us, and we will see you next time.
Bye-bye.